I think I share the Education Secretary's caution in terms of the implementation of this report. There's an awful lot going on in terms of behaviour, the pandemic, closing the poverty-related attainment gap, which we're not quite making as much progress as she indicates, but also raising an international performance. But I am a bit concerned that she is delaying the reform of the national bodies by, it seems, by a year. It's important the profession has confidence in these national bodies. And I worry if it's delayed, then we'll have a real problem in inspiring confidence amongst the teachers. Can she assure me on that front?
Cabinet Secretary.
I think the member makes a really important point. I mean, my reflections on where Scottish education is at the current time, and we've talked about this in the Chamber at length in recent weeks, is it's facing a number of challenges. So we've talked about behaviour post-COVID, we've talked about the change in the culture in our schools, we've talked about excellence, and Willie Rennie makes reference to international surveys, for example. I think that's a hugely important step from the government, rejoining those international surveys. But it's also got to be about partnerships, because our local authorities are key to delivering quality learning and teaching in our schools. We need to have the faith of the profession, and the profession have been through quite a challenging time in relation to industrial relations. I'm glad that we've been able to resolve that dispute. However, I now need to work with our teaching profession. And what struck me as I've been going in and out of schools over the last couple of months is I'm not sure how many teachers have engaged with the national discussion and have engaged holistically with the outputs from the Hayward Review. I need to make sure that the teaching profession is engaged in the outputs of those reviews, and that does have an impact in relation to reform. So reform absolutely is coming in relation to these bodies, but I absolutely have to work with the teaching profession in relation to driving these reforms forward. I cannot foist change against the teaching system. I think I maybe know that better than others in this chamber.